Hello everyone, it's Rich here with Protection Florida. I hope you guys are doing well. Today's Friday when I'm filming this video. Happy Friday. Today we're going to be talking about how to achieve self-happiness in all aspects of your life. When you understand the power of what can provide self-happiness, it's like understanding the power of compound interest. It just works together. It can work together in a positive way or a negative way. One feeds off of the other. Work feeds off of personal life, feeds off of financial strength and stability. So today I'm going to share 5 tips to help you achieve self-happiness in all aspects of your life. Tip number 1 is hang around positive people. We all know that we become the product of what we associate ourselves with. Who we hang around is huge. If we're hanging around positive people that are lifting us up, that are showing us a model of how we should behave and act, especially when we see someone that we believe in, that we're wanting to, not necessarily be like them, but have some of the attributes of their character qualities that they have. A great way to learn from somebody or choose the right model is see how they respond, see how they perform, see how they react when something doesn't go well in their life. How they navigate through that is a huge showing of character. Pick the right people who are going to support you, cheer you up, push you along, maybe shove a foot in your hind end when they know you can do better. Somebody that's going to look at you and say, Rich, you can do better than this. And someone that you're going to believe when they say that, you can go home and respond to that and figure out, or maybe you ask them more questions. But who we hang around is very important. So spend 85% of your time around positive people. Why 85? I do believe in life we need to leave a section or a spot or some time, if you will, to help others. Now, I'm not saying go find negative people and try to change them, but maybe someone needs a boost. Maybe someone needs your role model to show them that, hey, there's a little bit of a different track you can take in life, or there's some things that you can do that'll really put you over the hump. So I do absolutely encourage we spend the bulk of our time with people who can lift us up, show a positive role model to us, or be a positive role model around us. But we also have to invest in others that need some help, that need a nudge, and where we could make a difference in their life. Rule number 2, don't compare yourself to others. Guys, especially in this world with so much social media floating around, don't look at what someone else has or is doing, or what it might look like, the money they're making, or the happiness in their marriage or their friendship or on the job. Focus on you. Focus on being better tomorrow than you were today. The best gauge is to just look at yesterday for yourself. Where were you yesterday? Where are you trying to go tomorrow? If you're better today than you were yesterday, great. If that's not happening at enough pace or at a fast enough pace for you, then adopt some of these other habits we're talking about. One, for example, we've already mentioned, surround yourself around those positive people. But please don't compare yourself to them. It's okay to follow the model of somebody who's been successful. Maybe you want to make $1 million one day. I would hang around people that have made $1 million. But if you're at $50,000 or $100,000 and you're trying to get to $1 million, I wouldn't look at what they're doing today. I would try to envision and talk with them. What did they do back when they were where I am? So it's not fair to compare yourself on their exact journey. It'll just drive you nuts. It'll depress you, and it's not healthy. Number 3, and this one won't pertain to everybody, but it's called talk to God lots. The reason I'm saying this won't relate to everybody is I know that everybody doesn't believe in God, but there's a lot of people out there that do. I do, so I thought I'd throw it in this video. If this isn't for you, skip to the next step and just keep right on going. For those of you who believe in God, talk to Him lots. That's my saying to my wife and kids every morning as they get in the car and head down the road. I wave at them and I yell, talk to God lots. And that's just our little saying. See, I think for the most part, many people who are faith-based have the habit of talking to God when something's really going wrong. Maybe they're talking to God when there's a huge time to celebrate. Maybe they're talking to God habitually, in the morning or before you go to bed. but he wants to hear from you just like our kids want to hear from you. You know, with my kids, I want to know, what grade did you get on the assignment? How did you feel today? What happened when you talked to that friend that you haven't talked to in a while? Did he or she respond? How's dating going? How's dating not going? In my particular case. But all of those little things that I want to know with my kids, God wants to hear those from us. So be sure to talk to him a lot throughout the day. Talk to him about the little things, the big things before you set your goals. That's great. But what about just a basic task list? You know, how many of us are remembering to pray to him during those times? So as much as you can talk to him about, act like it's a father act like he's your father sitting in the car next to you and you guys are just on a road trip. What type of conversation would you have to him? Those are the basic things that I think you should be talking to him a lot. And by all means, include your happiness and your success on the job and your goals. Talk to him about all of that kind of stuff. He'll take you places you never dreamed of. Number 4, it is so important to enjoy the work that you do. You know, I was at the doctor recently and he was talking about how important it is to have good shoes. You know, I had a little bit of a back issue I was mentioning to him, and he talked about shoes, he talked about a bed, and he talked about the chair we sit in when we're in the office. Why? Because that's where we spend the most of our time, or that's where we spend most of our time. Well, it's the same thing with life, right? Our work, where we spend a good portion of our day, some of us 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Of course, there's our family time, and then there's the individual time, which stems over into your health and other things like that. But a really big part of your day is spent at work. And if you don't like it there, if you don't like the people you associate with, or you don't feel successful, when you hit the pillow at the end of the night and you wonder, did I do a good job? Man, if that's not all firing on full cylinders, I would strongly encourage you to put a fix to that. Build your resume, drop $500 out there, find someone to rewrite your resume, send it out there, and believe, you need a resume that when you look at it, you're impressed, right? You're excited. Man, I do bring a lot to the table. Man, I do have a great skill set. Get that resume put together. I'm not saying quit your day job, and I'm certainly not saying still give them 100% while they're paying you. Absolutely do that. But put your resume out there and go find your dream job. Maybe it's start your own business. Maybe you want to be an insurance broker. Whatever it is, go get it. And tip number 5, my favorite one, obviously I wrote a book on this back in 2010, is goal setting. Setting goals and planning for your future. You should be able to look at a vision of your future and see exactly where I'm going in life. Jen and I are going to have a house in Bell, Florida, little bitty town in North Florida. We bought some land in way back when, and that's where we want to retire. It's out in the country. It's on dirt roads. That's it for us. But we also want to have a house in Pinellas County here in Florida and enjoy some time on the water. Have a dock where we can go sit out back and have those conversations and that sort of thing. So those are our goals. The Pinellas house, our goal is to have it in 4 years. And the Bell house is to have it at age 62 when I turn 62. So that'll be a little bit before Jen. But we have those goals. Could they change? Absolutely. Of course they can change. But that's where we're headed, right? That's our vision. In 2 or 3 years, we may have to change those goals. And that's okay. Maybe they'll go up. Maybe they'll go down. We'll figure out what God has planned for us. But at least we have a vision. And here's what you can do. Adopt that same vision, create what retirement, that's a good benchmark. What is retirement going to look like for you? What's your lifestyle? What's your funding needs? Those sorts of things. Then it gives you the ability to break it down. And on Sunday evening, for example, maybe you think about, what is it I need to accomplish this week that's going to put me on track or keep me on track to reaching those goals? Then as you have your weekly plan, the hardcore things that you're going to absolutely accomplish this week, then you can break that down into a daily. Okay, here's Monday. What am I going to do today? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Whatever it is, it's different for each of us, right? It's different for everybody. So whatever that is for you, write it down, because guess what? Life's going to then happen. The wife is going to remind you you're supposed to go to the grocery store. You know, Daughter's going to remind you you still have to cook dinner early tonight because I have a function at church or something like that. So all of that's going to get woven into it, but it won't derail you because you have the rest of the things listed and the things you're going to accomplish today that are important to you. And if by chance, once in a while, something slips off that list and you need to move it to the next day because there was just way too many curveballs, that's okay, as long as you're not making a habit of it. But have your big vision for what it is you're going to achieve in life. Break that down into a weekly, smaller vision of exactly what you want to accomplish this week, and then set daily goals, and then feed your little tasks in, the rest of the things like mowing the grass and walking the dog and all the other things, those are important too. But you'll have so much more success when you have that kind of structure and a solid goal setting plan. Well, guys, here's 5 tips that I genuinely believe will change your life if you'll just implement them. 5 tips to help increase your self-happiness. If I could be of help to you in any way, I'd love to talk to you about what your plans are and how you're going to change things or what you're going to adopt to make your life better tomorrow than it is today. Hey, my name is Rich Strell with Protection Florida. I'd love to set up a time to talk to you further. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with a friend, but please subscribe. We got a lot of other videos that we've already put out there, mostly around the world of finance. That's why I wanted to do this one today on happiness, because it feeds so much into our financial strength and our financial stability. I hope you guys have an awesome week. I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.